instructions. It's a little bit too hot today in September for deer to be moving, and it is over 80 degrees here in Maryland today. I've got some work I got to get done, but I figured I'd shoot a quick video. That way I can hopefully get fishing offshore this weekend if weather permits, and if not, I'll be in the deer woods. So I'm going to talk to you today about my bow that I'm shooting this year, my setup in general really. I'm shooting a Bowtech Reign 7. It's a sweet shooting bow. It's light but not too light. It bounces real nice in the hand, and it wasn't a bow that I was even super serious about buying when I went in to shoot it because I liked the stats on it and did my research. But I told Don up at Autumn Sky that I'd probably be in the next day to put a deposit down so he could get to work setting up this bow so that I could whack some big deer with it this season. I have already shot one deer with it, and it's performed great for me in the tree stand. So before I go and talk about all the stats on this bow and show you all the stats, I want to talk about what I have on it real quick, just a quick rundown. I got a Trophy Ridge 5-spot, like a $70 quiver, does a job, detachable. I don't shoot with a quiver on in the tree stand. I have a black and gold sight on here. It's a single pin. It's actually their scent. It's a dial sight. And I have a Sticks stabilizer on here. Supposedly these guys are local, veteran-owned stabilizer producers. They're all handmade, and I like that. So I got one, and you see the nice American flag there on it. Carbon fiber. I'm also shooting a Ripcord Ace rest. Went with a higher end rest because supposedly on some of these faster bows there can be some issues with the rest bouncing back up and hitting the arrow in flight and such, messing up your shot. I'm also shooting a real old school style release. It's a free flight. I inherited it from my uncle. I more or less still shoot it because it's superstition. Good luck, you know. Every time I shoot an animal with this, I'm shooting it with old Uncle Dan's release. Personal shots of the bow. I just want to talk about what I like about it and why you might consider it, why you might not consider it. So, first thing I have to say is I'm not sponsored by Bowtech at all, but they really do mean it when they say you have to shoot this bow and feel this bow to really believe how nice it is. Super quiet as well, dead in the hand on the shot, fantastic. The guys up at the shop said the same thing. They said that they were thinking about maybe dropping Bowtech, but the representative walked in the door with this bow and they absolutely just had to carry it. So it's got a real nice thin grip there as well. Minimal contact on the hand, minimal torque of the bow. I love a small grip, it's nice and wood. The other thing about it is they got all the dampeners and stuff on here, string stop, and that really makes this bow quiet. No vibration. They have a flex guard here with rollers on it to keep it from making noise, and you know, you get no wear on your strings, on your cables I should say. And The other thing is I picked the 7-inch brace height rather than the 6-inch brace height. For more forgiveness in the stand, you sacrifice about 10 feet per second according to the IBO stats. I am still getting 301 feet per second out of this bow with a 357 grain arrow, right about a 28-inch draw length, and it's on the performance setting. So that leads me into the next thing about this bow. This bow, the cams are super tunable. They have what's called a flip disc system on them. You can set it for a comfort setting or a performance setting. It messes with the timing of the cams, so do make sure that you adjust the settings accordingly on both cams. I shouldn't say it messes with the timing of them, it messes with the rotation of them. So if you don't adjust both of them, the bow will very likely lock up on you, and it can blow on you, and that's dangerous. But I had the guys at the shop do it. It looked pretty easy to do. I wouldn't do it without researching it. Anyhow, I digress. So, very fast bow, flat shooting. I shoot the performance setting because I can shoot all the time. The performance setting does want to take off on you a little bit more than the comfort setting does. If you're not someone that shoots your bow all the time, I would recommend the comfort setting. I really had to push the string forward to let down on this bow, and it's super smooth, fantastic. The performance setting really is pretty nice as well, but it does want to take off on you a little bit more than the comfort setting. So if you're not super comfortable shooting a bow or you're brand new to it, I recommend the comfort setting. Comfort is always king. You want to be completely comfortable, especially in a hunting situation. So the other thing that you'll notice on this bow that I really like is the rotation point of where the limbs bend is right over the grip. They also have a counterbalance weight down here to one side of the riser, kind of to help you balance with your sight and quiver and stuff that's on the top end of your riser and on the other side of your riser, which is really nice. Like I said, the bow is just dead in the hand. They nailed how this bow feels right on the head. Got a nice string stop right here. Does a fantastic job dampening everything. Got dampeners on my strings and on my cables, as well as the flex guard with little rollers there. That really keeps from getting wear on your strings, and it's super quiet. It's dampened down as well. All around, fantastic feeling bow. It's a speed demon, and not too heavy either. It's right where I like it to be. I don't like a bow to be too heavy in the hand, so that your muscles get super fatigued, but I also don't like a bow to be too light because I want the bow to kind of balance itself out and hold itself to where I'm not getting too much torque or where it isn't too easy to torque. So there you have it. That's the Bowtech Reign 7. That's why I chose this bow. Comfortable, dead in the hand, speed demon. If you have any questions about the bow or anything on the bow, or want to see a review of anything else, let me know. This is what I'm shooting deer with this year. I already got one down the morning of opening day, and hopefully that video will be out soon if it's not out before I put this one out. Thanks for watching Adrenalize Outdoor Productions.